Hey everybody, welcome back to Ask a Moonie, episode 5. Now I know a lot of you out there, you might have Moonie friends, and you might be really worried about them. Especially if you're a Christian, I'm sure you're worried about their eternal soul. And if you're an atheist and you have a Moonie friend, I'm sure you're worried that somehow, by him being religious, he's contributing to all the wars and violence and basically the downfall of humanity. So I thought I'd help you guys all out today and tell you the best ways to convert a Moonie. By far the most effective method, the emotional method of converting a Moonie is quite simple. Get them to fall in love with you. This works especially well on young Moonie girls, although it's pretty effective all around. It gets tricky if they are really hardcore Moonies. Since we're not allowed to date, I wouldn't suggest straight up asking them out. Best is to be patient, friendly, and make sure you say something along the lines of, "I think of you as a sister and as a close friend," and take the time to get to know their parents and their friends. That way, when the bombshell does come, they'll all forgive you a lot more easily. Come to some of the events she invites you to, and then invite her out for coffee or dinner, but don't make it seem like a date. It's just to talk and to discuss about whatever happened at the event. Get her used to being touched lightly, like putting your arm around her shoulder or tapping her on the back or messing up her hair to tease her. And, it also helps to hug her, when you say goodbye and when you say hello. But try to get alone time with her as much as possible. Of course, no guarantees on this one. For best results, marry her and be a loyal husband and father. If she wakes up every day happy, she'll never regret her decision. On the other hand, if you love her and leave her, then most likely she'll go running back to her brainwashed upbringing. And her family and friends will be like, "We told you so." So remember, the key is to be committed. I just have to say, the time when I was most likely to leave the church is when a really beautiful girl, who I felt very close to, and she really admired me, she asked me out. And logic and reason be damned. But I have to say, it was really difficult to turn her down. Now, the intellectual method of trying to convert a Moonie is a lot more difficult, usually because Moonies are convinced that they are reasonable people. That being said, there are some chinks in their armor. To find them, however, you should read the divine principle, because otherwise you won't know what you're arguing against. First rule of trying to convert an intellectual Moonie: don't insult Reverend Moon. Intellectual Moonies are usually very aware of the rumors about Reverend Moon. If they haven't left the church yet because of them, then trying to reiterate them is just redundant. They like Reverend Moon, but they like him because of the divine principle, not the other way around. And a lot of people don't quite understand that. So you have to read it. And then you can show them the obvious logical errors of the divine principle. The best place to do this from is the last chapter, because that one has the most logical leaps. And then you can just move backwards from there. Especially atheists, it's important to understand why Moonies like the Bible and how they view it. They view the Bible completely differently than Christians. So your usual arguments about the Bible just won't work. And Christians, don't assume that Moonies haven't read the Bible, because a lot of us have. And we don't believe that the divine principle contradicts the Bible. Repeating over and over again that it does contradict the Bible won't change our minds. Show us how it contradicts the Bible. But to do that, you have to read it first. I think that's fair. We read the Bible, you read the DP, and then you can show us why the Bible makes more sense than the DP. Now, if you don't want to marry a Moonie, and you don't want to argue with them, then try showing them the Zeitgeist movie. This works especially well on borderline movies, and also they feel justified because they feel like they've discovered a new truth, or something that's more logical. Okay, I'm trying to keep my videos short, so that's all for now. But if you need more tips on how to convert a Moonie, please feel free to message me at any time. I'm always doing my best to try and help people out. Thanks for listening, and God bless each of you in all that you do. Until next time.